This document is going to assist you with creating smart targets of when you're going to hand in your assessment for each unit. The document is referred to on a regular basis throughout your traineeship, and you will find yourself referencing it quite a bit. You will see that each unit code and unit title is listed in front of you, and they have been put in a suggested order of completion for your perusal. However, you don't have to follow this order, it is only suggested. Each unit comes with a hard copy manual which you will either receive in the classroom or by post if you're a self-paced student. You will need to complete and submit a set of activities and the online assessment for each unit, and this will be provided to you on the online platform. You will receive information of your login details and how to use the online platform in your welcome pack, and after you have completed the induction and forwarded back your completed training plan. You will need to nominate the dates you will start and complete each unit by using the unit start date and proposed unit end date columns. If you are a classroom student, your start date will be the date you commence in the classroom, and for self-paced students, you can nominate your own dates. We recommend that you allow yourself roughly 3 to 4 weeks to complete each unit, and you will need to record the date you are going to submit your unit in the proposed unit end date column. For example, Joe blogs as a self-paced student and is trying to work out when he will start and complete each unit. He has decided that he will start his first unit, FNS ACC 303A, on Monday 3rd of February, and he's going to allow himself 3 weeks to complete the unit and have his completion and submission date as Monday the 24th of February. He has then decided that his next unit will be BSB OHS 201A, and he will start this on Tuesday 25th of February and allow himself another 3 weeks to complete and submit the assessment on Tuesday the 18th of March. You can follow the same process to get you started and allocate dates to work with. If you do have any holidays or special events coming up where you know you will be unable to submit an assessment, then you can work around these dates and you can enjoy your time off. Once you have allocated your start and completion dates, you will need to send a copy to the Student Liaison Coordinator, who will then enter the start and completion dates into the RTO's internal system. This way we can keep an eye on how you're going and make contact with you if we see that a unit has not been submitted by your allocated dates. If you feel that you are struggling to meet these dates, you are able to change them. However, we will touch on how to do this shortly. As you gain competency in each unit, you will need to record your results by using this form and using the last 2 columns. Once you receive an email stating your competency from the assessor, your supervisor will then need to sign against the unit in the Employer Confirmation of Competencies column and record the date that you were deemed competent in the Date Deemed Competent column. Once you have completed the course, you will then need to send the completed form with all 11 signatures back to the Student Liaison Coordinator. This document only needs to be used if you need to change any of your submission dates from the previous page of the training plan. We understand that sometimes life gets in the way and you may need to change your training schedule. The important thing to do before completing the form is to inform us of the situation and why you need to change the dates. When changing your dates, you need to be realistic and ensure that the new dates will help you get back on track. You can change multiple dates by using this form, however it does need to be signed off by yourself and your employer before forwarding a copy to us. You will start by recording the unit that you need to extend. For example, Joe Blogs would like to change his submission date for FNS BKG 402A, so he will do so by writing the unit code in the unit field. Joe has been ill, so he will write in the reason for change column, have been unwell, and he will also note the new submission date for the assessment. Joe will then sign under the trainee column and will have his employer sign off in the employer column. Once the form has been completed and signed, you will then need to forward this to the RTO to inform them of the change and for them to sign off on the document. Once you have been marked competent in all 13 units of the bookkeeping qualification, you will need to submit the completion page of the training plan. This page is a final sign-off with all 3 parties acknowledging that the trainee is competent in all 13 units and is ready to have their certificate issued to them. The trainee will need to record the date their final unit was marked competent in the date field, and both the trainee and employer will sign off on the document and forward the RTO a copy for processing. Once this has been completed, the RTO will register the trainee's completion with the Apprentice Centre and the traineeship will conclude.